All right, Sammy G Sports Live back at you, baby. Today we're going to talk a little football. We ain't going to be doing very much editing and picking on anybody or no kind of stuff like that, but we're going to talk Dallas Cowboys football today. This is what it's all about. It's old Sammy G here representing the five-time Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl champions. A couple things I want to talk about today is I'm not real happy about a couple things the organization's doing. Now, Jason Garrett's just being a little whining ass bitch. He's determined he wants to call the plays for the Dallas Cowboys, which does make no sense to me at all, period, none. I don't get it. I don't understand why he's so hard-headed and he just has to call the plays. Let's face it, Jared, the last 2 years you called the plays for the Cowboys, we went 8-8. Thing you need to work on the most this year is your clock management and your game management. I could probably quote you 2 or 3 games last year. We had big leads. We should have run the ball. You kept throwing the ball. We lost the game. You need to learn clock management. 2 years back, you iced our own kicker. You need to learn clock management, Jason, really. Let your ego go and be the coach of the Cowboys. I know you're thinking if I'm going to go down and not get to be the coach of the Cowboys, that I'm going to go down on my play calling. Well, you're going to go down quick because your play calling the last couple of years weren't all that, buddy. I mean, I don't know. You're just piss poor game management on your part, Jason. I'm sorry. I don't know. We were 31st in the league last year running the football. We don't run the football at all. I understand we only got one decent running back, and he was hurt a lot of the year last year. I don't know, man. Draft us another running back. I ain't real hip on Dunbar or the other kid at all. Zero, none. I ain't got nothing good to say about either one of them, actually. So cut them. We're going to rebuild the team. Let's rebuild the team. If you want to save your job, save your job. I understand that. There's a few things I really don't understand about this. Now let's get on to the defensive side of the ball. We're going to get us a new defensive coordinator. I'm down with that. Let's face it. Rob Ryan, half the time our defense was running on and off the field when they were about to snap the ball. He didn't have the right personnel out there a lot of the times. But I like Rob. So it's okay. He's gone. Let's face it. He's gone. Rob, you gone. Now we're going to bring in a 72 or 73-year-old Monty Kiffin. Jerry Jones, you need to stop living in the past, my brother. He did his thing way back then. You should have brought in somebody young or younger. What you going to do halfway during the year when this old Cougar has a heart attack or something? Then we ain't going to have a defensive coordinator, but at least you were smart enough to get Rod Marinelli as your defensive line coach so that I guess when the old codger does have a heart attack or something, you can bump him up there because he did a really good job at Chicago. Now, let's talk about this some more. Last year, we had 7 interceptions, the fewest in the league. We had 16 takeaways, which probably is the fewest in the league also with our defense. So a change could be good for us. We're going to go to the 4-3 this year, which is going to make Sean Lee really happy because he really shines, and he's going to get a great chance to shine in the 4-3 calling our defenses for us. That Tampa 2 stuff I ain't real crazy about, but hey, we'll see what happens. So now that we're off of that little subject, let's talk about some draft this year coming up. We need a couple offensive linemen because I'm sick and tired of hearing people say poor Tony Romo's throwing an interception because he ain't got no offensive line. Well, I think he's throwing an interception because there's somebody there to catch the ball other than his receiver, but I'm going to roll with it. I'm not the biggest Romo fan in the world, but I say we can't beat him up when he ain't got no line to protect him. Let's get a line to protect him so that if that's the case, he keeps throwing all these interceptions, and we know it's not the line no more. Let's just get to the bottom of this and so we can figure out for sure if he's the guy or not. He's wanting big-time money to be a Cowboy. I'm telling you, I don't think he's going to get it. So let's go out and get us 2 offensive linemen in the draft, Jerry. At least one good safety, not no crap safety, a good safety. And let's get us another running back to complement Murray. Because let's face it, when Murray was in college, he got hurt a lot. He's been in the NFL, he got hurt a lot. There's just nothing else we can do about that. If the man gets hurt, he gets hurt. Now here's the coaches I think we should have got, actually. I think we should have got Norv Turner to call our offensive plays for us. But I'm pretty sure the reason we didn't get Norv Turner to call our offensive plays is because Jason Garrett wants to call the plays, and he's just determined to call them. And Norv just wouldn't have went for it. He wouldn't have been the offensive coordinator and let him call the plays, where he should be worried about clock management, not icing our own team, things like that. But hey, it's all right. I'll go with it. For defense, we should have got Lovie Smith. I mean, come on, we already got Marinelli. Why didn't we get Lovie Smith too? We would have had that defense that's been shutting everybody down over there in Chicago for so long and been so good. We'd have had that defense. But hey, you know, every good thing has to come to an end sooner or later. I understand that. Well, I think it's good that we're going to 4-3. Like I said before, Sean Lee will get a chance to shine if we get us a couple good safeties in there to help him out. Someone to be a hitter. You know, we got to have some hitters on this team now. We ain't playing that soft defense no more. We got to have to go after them, hit the gaps, and hit them. So that was my ideas about that. A couple things I want to express right now is Jerry Jones, you're a joke, man. Come on, Jerry. Get us a GM to bring in the right players for our team. I know you're not going to fire our coach Garrett because I've been doing some research, and it's hard to get an answer out of people like John Jock Taylor, Tim Cowlishaw about this question when I asked them. I say, is Jason Garrett married to or seeing Jerry Jones's daughter? Everyone dances around this question big time. Is he married to her or what? No one will get a straight answer on this. You just can't find out the straight answer on this. I'm starting to think that maybe he is, because why else would he be there? Let's face it. He sucked the last 2 years as a coach. He sucked at game calling. He sucked at clock management. But yet you keep propping him up on that pedestal saying he's the red-headed baby Jesus of all football coaches and he's going to bring us to the glory land. Maybe you're right, Jerry. Maybe you're smarter than I give you credit for, but maybe you're wrong too. So hopefully we'll have a good draft this year. I just want to address a few of these things. We need to start running the ball so we can have us a balanced offensive attack. If Murray's not going to stay healthy, get us another running back to complement him so we can run the ball more and take the ball out of Romo's hand throwing 600 times a year in a season. I mean, come on. No wonder he has so many interceptions, right? And I ain't making excuses for him because I'm not the biggest Romo supporter in the world, people. I'm going to tell you right now. But he does make plays with his legs. He does move around. And he has won a lot of games for us on his own talent. So I say we give him a balanced running attack to go with the passing attack. And we get him an offensive line. Then we got to know for sure if Romo's the guy or not. Signing a 33-year-old guy to 5 years makes him 38 years old. He's not Brett Favre, nor will he ever be. So I don't know how smart of a deal that is. But, you know, you might want to start looking around for his replacement out there. This year there's not a lot of great quarterbacks in the draft as far as I can see anyways. I don't get paid to draft football players. As far as I can see, there's not a lot of great ones out there that's going to be around that second, third, and fourth round for you to pick up. But you might want to start looking around for a quarterback. Now, if Washington's all in love with RG3, that little dude that backed him up last year and won a couple games for him, you might want to think about going after him, Jerry, if you get a chance. He might just do something for us. Well, I've ranted and raved enough for one day. I try to make a few videos a week to stay in this thing. But anyways, on behalf of the 5-time Super Bowl champions, the self-claimed commissioner of the TTC, if Cool Joe could call himself the Rookie of the Year all last year, I'm going to call myself the commissioner of the TTC all year this year. As the commissioner of the TTC this year, Sammy G's representing the 5-time Super Bowl winning Dallas Cowboys in this TTC chatting. I want to wish you a cheerio, a cheery out, and let's hope we have a better year this year, Cowboy fans, than we had last year. Goodbye.